Hey squad, we have a lot of things to talk about today, so let's talk about Idol Heroes news, as well as the new hero, Olivia. Hey squad, welcome back to the Dome. Make sure you grab your front row seats for all you new folks out there. My name is Zeals, and today we're going to talk about Idol Heroes related news, the upcoming hero, as well as the events, as well as channel news, and where the game is headed. So let's talk about that. So first up, we got Wally right on the dot, 6 p.m. We have the new events heading our way. We have Bloodblade at 200th summon, as well as the new hero, Olivia. I think that's the right way to say it. She looks freaking amazing. Finally, a hero that I really like artistically. Well, I also liked Carrie, so what am I talking about? So we got her up in there. Second of all, we got this pack up in there. I don't know how much it's going to cost. We'll find out when the event does hit the live servers. This is pretty much the leaks. We got her up in there. I don't know if she's like a rabbit or a fox, whatever. She looks amazing, the waifu character, and she is a forest hero. She is a priest class. So we got that pack up in there. We'll find out how much it costs. And we got the altar exchange event. We got 6,000 for Garuda, as well as 7,000 for Tara. There was this support employee over at DH Games saying that Tara will not hit the shops. Well, her name is Bella. I guess she was wrong, because Tara is going to be added. I guess that's going to be good, depending on what this new hero does to the meta. If she does do anything to the meta, we'll find out all in this channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so, because we are going to be giving accounts away as well. Stay tuned for that, more information on that. And let's talk about, well, the packs. We'll talk about the packs later on, but pretty much the same deal, but we'll talk about money later on. And here we go. Her skills and abilities are pretty much leaked, but they are what they are. Leaked information. We don't know how much it's going to increase her damage, or how much of the damage is being reflected. We don't know how many rounds her debuffs will last, and things like that. So I'm not going to talk too much in detail, but pretty much she is like a support, as well as having a lot of utility. So we'll have to see about that. We'll have to see how she works in Seal Land, of course, the Broken Spaces, the Flame Shrine bosses, and of course in the PvP meta. So for now, the hype is real, but we don't know for sure. Everything looks great on paper. We gotta take her for a spin, of course, in this channel. We'll be doing that thanks to all the awesome folks that are letting me test. And let's see the video together. Boom, here we go. I think the scaling is correct. So we got, what the frick? Wait a minute, what happened? So, all right, so she has that little minimize thing, and it is a debuff. It shrinks them down. Are they actually going to be shrunken down? Ooh, man, I'm into those anime waifu characters, so just don't mind me, guys. I mean, she looks pretty cool. She looks pretty cool compared to Garuda. Oh man, Garuda artwork, not my thing. But here we go. We got her passive, where she gets extra HP attack, effective being healed, meaning that she'll receive more healing, not that she'll do more healing to other heroes. And here we go. She has this passive, or is this the active skill? Aren't you lovely? Okay, so it's a passive. Each base attack will enchant to shrink random enemy. That's gonna be interesting to see. That's gonna be awesome. And shrink increases all the damages, all the damages that shrunk targets receive, while reducing all the damages they deal. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Does it stack? How long does it last? And how much does it reduce? That is the most interesting part, and we don't have that yet. These are teasers, but it'll be here in a couple of hours, right? All right. And what does she do? Oh yeah, the speed swap. We'll have to see more about that. Like, you know, my main concern is, can Unimax shut her down with the taunt? What about Seal from Tara? What about Carrie? If Carrie is fast, just reduce her energy. Will she still have a place in the meta in PvP or PvE? I think so. Can't just jump to conclusions just yet, so we'll take her for a spin, of course, throughout the week. That's what we do in this channel. Tara and Sia's skin will be added to the Feather, the Glorious Relic shop. That's what it means. We call it feather on my Discord, which you should join, by the way. And we got Tara being added to the Elite Hero Shard pool, the Light and Dark, or to be specific, the Light Elite Hero Shard. If you got those saved, then, well, my voice just cracked, but if you got those saved, then pop them open after the update and make sure you click on the magnifying glass to see that he is truly up in there. And what else? We can craft Sia skin with the skin fusion tab, and we got new bio for Ormus, Emily, and Starlight. And we got some short Q&A from the Chinese. Is it Weibo chat? I don't know, but we got, is minimize considered as CC? And the answer is no, it's not considered a CC. It is considered a debuff, meaning Purify as well as Gustin can remove them. We'll have to see about that, all right? And question number 2, does minimize debuff work against bosses? The answer is yes, so we'll have to see about that. Does it stack? How long does it last? Those are big questions and other things as well. So I'll be testing that in detail, of course. I'll be taking my sweet time. So if you're gonna rush me, you can rush me, but it's not going to work. I'll release it when it is ready. If you don't have the scrolls, don't worry. She'll be obtainable through Prophet Orbs after the Heroic Summon event finishes. So now let's talk about this ordeal with people quitting. What's going on here? So I'm not trying to raise any panic. This is not exaggerated. I'm just telling you what is happening because I thought you should know what is happening to this game that we all love. At least the die-hard fans love this game. I don't know about the developers or the people running the show up in there, the managers. I don't know about that, but for idlers that have finished rank 1 in the World Arena, whether it was season 1 or 2, they have called it quits. They threw the towel. You may be thinking, well, it's just 4 idlers. True, but let me be honest with you guys. There is a reason why I'm doing a lot of account giveaways. And let me tell you guys, I'm going to be featuring and showcasing the next account to give away in the next video. And it is going to be an iOS account. And it is a VIP 11 account. I think, well, at least I think it is. But it's not just one account that I have on hold to give away. I think in just 5 minutes, I have received 2 accounts. And I have a lot of them on hold to give away to you guys. It's not just one reason, that is for sure. There are multiple reasons why. So, you know what? Instead of writing a script about it, why don't I just read your comments? Because I wanted to hear what you guys thought. The people that take games too seriously are always the first ones to burn out. That is true. That is true. And some of the people that have quit, man, I'm not even exaggerating, but every year around right after the Chinese New Year events, when they are over, I lose quite a few patrons, like around 10. And this year the same, right? Not only that, people have sent me DMs, messages saying that they are quitting, they have sold their accounts, or they are, you know, giving their accounts to their guildies, or they want to give it to me for, you know, to give it back to the community through giveaways. And it's not just like 4 people, it's like 20 people this time. And it wasn't just old spenders, but quite a few of them were new, as you guys saw in the last giveaway on Android, what, 640 something? I already forgot. But Rip, you know, I already miss him because he was a patron of mine. And he was such a nice dude who always talked on Discord. But I respect his decision. I totally understand it. And I know it's going to be better for his future. I don't want him being addicted. So as Brian said, people who take the game too seriously, they do get burnt out. And that is true. Like my buddy here, Dark Fact, he got #1 on iOS Season 2 World Arena, and after that he said, you know what, I have accomplished everything. I got #1, I'm the top of my server, I achieved everything. But that was not the only reason why he quit. There are other reasons as well. The events being more and more expensive. Well, you know, you could say that he doesn't have to spend, but he does. This is the way he plays. He likes being competitive. He has the money. He's not in debt or anything like that. In his point of view, the game is being The developers are being too greedy. The prices, well, to maximize the events, you need to spend more to be competitive while they're not really launching new content. It's understandable. It's his point of view, it's his opinion, and that's why he went out like that. He went out with a bang. So everyone plays for a different reason. For me, the thing that I liked the most about this game early on was team building and helping others to do it correctly. Like, I play for a different reason. I play very casually. I play just to test things out, try new heroes. I like that experience. I don't play as competitive. I just don't feel the need to. Anyways, Sharky here, they should make it more free to play. And, you know, whales quitting is nothing new. Yeah, you're right. They should make it more free to play. I've been advocating this, pushing this so hard. I don't even know what else to say about this. Where is the backspace? Please, it's not something that takes millions of dollars to implement or millions of man hours to code or anything like that. You know, just give the free to play, just all players, some backspace. Okay, and why not give some free to play VIP levels as well? They do that in other games. Make them, you know, achieve it through, maybe if they cleared Seal Land 10, then they unlock like VIP 1. That's just an example. Like, let's say they unlock VIP 1 through maybe like beating tower level 200 or 300 and VIP 2 somewhere else by clearing some stage and campaign. At VIP 3, they can get it from like clearing Seal Land 10 or something like that. Just small rewards, but they do add up and they make the free-to-play feel better. The whole community as a whole feel better. Why have a community that hates each other? Oh, I'm free to play, I hate whales. I know that's exaggerated. I know there aren't people that hate each other. I mean, there are 1 or 2 people out there that are just salty, whether they're free to play or high spenders. But anyways, yes, the game should be more free to play friendly, or at least just lower the costs. Lower the costs. And in my comment, I'm talking about the 2 newest games from DH Games. Here we go. We got Destiny Summoner, released in September, as well as, where is the other one? Ode to Heroes. I think that was launched earlier in 2019. And these games are pretty much the same as Idle Heroes. And let's go down here. Some of the reviews are hilarious. I've never been so infuriated by a game. A similar game to AFK Arena. Anyways, let's check it out here. 1 million installs, and the one that was recently launched also has about 1 million. And some of these reviews are saying it's not as pay to win as Idle Heroes, but trust me, it will be, or it already is. And that's pretty much why I'm not going to promote any more DH games other than Idle Heroes, unless they change their pricing or whatever. And let's talk about the third comment. This could be because they closed the half price pack loophole. Well, it was more than 50% off. This is for the Android servers only. So yes, they did close the loophole, and the reason why is that the currency conversions, they updated that, and that it's going to be reflected in the game. That's what the support said today. So let me put this in a nutshell for you if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. On the Google Play Store, you can make an account located in Turkey, and you can get discounts on the value packs, not the monthly cards, but the value packs. So the $100 deals can be around like roughly about $40, $45, around $50, and that was saving people a lot of money on the Android servers if they knew about it. On my Android accounts, I haven't done this myself. I knew about it, but you know, I don't even spend on my Android accounts. And people are like, oh, Zeals, but you're VIP 12 and 13 and 11. They are not my accounts. They have been given to me. They were either my patrons or my viewers that have called it quits. There's no way I could afford, you know, 10 VIP 11 accounts or 13 accounts. Come on, I barely spend on my main account, my iOS. I have a monthly card on the Baby Junior account and my main iOS account, and that's pretty much it. And I do sometimes spend on big events, but I have never maxed out or even halfway maxed out all the packs. But this was a thing, and this is now gone. And yes, while this is one of the reasons why people have quit because of the full pricing now, they don't think that they should be paying $100 for the pack, which pretty much means that they don't think the packs are worth it, meaning that DH Games, they are not pricing properly, meaning that they are pretty much greedy. Okay, so that is a reason, sure, but what is making the iOS players quit? like Dark Fact. He paid all full prices for his packs. He just feels that they are no longer worth it. The events are becoming more and more greedy, he feels. So when he's on the top, he just called it quits, like I said earlier on. Now, what about this one? If you have everything maxed, of course, the game will become boring. So I agree with this to an extent. If you are an endgame player, you're going to be finished with content. That's pretty much how endgame works. So they need to keep pumping out content. Every game, they need to keep pumping out updates and content to keep the players, or they just shift to another game in the same genre. That is happening like with Diablo 3. When the new season starts, people play it, and then after a week they go back to PoE's new season, and then now they got the new action RPG game Wolcen, which I am quite excited to try out as well. Maybe I'll stream that. Anyways, let me know down below if you're interested in that. Probably not, but anyways, I'm a low spender and gotta say I kind of gave up on the game. Oh man, if you're not a whale. So this is pretty much the argument that if you're not a heavy spender, the pacing of the game may be too slow, but there are like people, but it's an idle game. Sure, but I talked about this in my what needs to be changed in 2020 video. Sure, it is an idle game, but it is ridiculous to expect a free-to-play player to have one maxed out hero in 6 or 7 or 3 or whatever months it takes. It's just too long in 2020. Yeah, I know it's a mobile game and we got busy lives. I understand I have a busy life, but I'm just thinking in the shoes of a free-to-play player. I was once one of those players. And it's just, personally for me, I think it's just too slow. The free-to-play should have more enjoyment, have more fun. The pacing can be increased and they don't have to overdo it. But I talked to the developers about, well, not the developers. I talked to the support team about this. They're like, oh yeah, well, should have passed, to the developers, but they may feel that the whales may complain about free-to-play having that fast-paced game. I'm like, what? Which spender is going to complain about that? There's still going to be a huge gap. It's not going to matter much, but at least give the free-to-play some love so that they can enjoy the game. The community is happy, and I talked about this already. Why have 65 bag slots when you begin the game? That is what, almost 4 years old now. 4 years old, updated. We have E5 heroes to build. And yes, this is perfectly said when I log into these new servers, like even brand freaking spanking new servers, after a week or two, you see a lot of free-to-play players leave as well. The turnover ratio, it is there. There is that honeymoon phase. In the beginning, it's fun, the pacing is fast, they get addicted to that, and then it slows down tremendously. Right? And not all these players are looking at guides and looking at videos. They don't have time for that stuff, and they're just trying to have some fun. But screw them, it's because of the Turkey exploit, meaning the discounted pricing on the Android servers, the people that were taking advantage of that. Like I said, iOS people, iOS heavy spenders, and trust me, iOS do have heavy spenders. A lot more, I believe, from my experience, from what I'm seeing. Woo! And yeah, they were paying the full freaking price. You know what? Actually, iOS with the conversions, like if you're paying in euros, if you're in Europe or in Asia like me, you have to pay extra. So the cheapest way is to get them through US dollars, unless I'm not aware of something. Alright, so yeah, and I think Samogod released a data mine of all the pricing in the game now, the updated pricing, which I'll link. I feel like they should stop releasing new heroes and fix current ones. Like, there's whole class barely anyone uses, assassins. I agree, true, that's true. And just pick up Wolcen and Steam. Yes, I want to try that out. My issue isn't that the game is pay to win, it's how obvious it is. Yeah, let me go back down memory lane. When I first played this game, yeah, it was expensive. All right, and maybe they just want to have some off time. No, these players, they have called it quits. They're done for real. They have sold it off. Yes, there are some folks that take breaks and they come back, but the people that have quit that I just mentioned in this post, they are not coming back. And here we go. We got someone that says that if you rush content through paying, then you're going to get bored eventually. Yeah, that's true. But however, The thing is that whether you have 5 E5 heroes or 200 E5 heroes, you still want to use pretty much the same lineup for Broken Spaces and Flame Shrine bosses. You want to have that Garuda, the Heart Watcher, the Belrain, the Amun Ra, the Sigmund, or of course you can use Gary's and other different heroes, but that pool is so limited, and we would like more modes of games where we can use other heroes or build other heroes, even older heroes, to take them up in there. And this is not just because they have spent a lot of money to rush things, it's just because there are no new content, that everything, there's so many guides and so detailed stuff that people just are so efficient in bringing the right heroes for that job, and the pool of heroes is so small. Alright, so hi Zeals, I'm a free-to-play player and I enjoy the game because there's always something to look forward. There's always something to look forward to as free-to-play or a spender. That's true. Like, I'm looking forward to the new Elyvia? I already forgot her name, but the new Forest Priest. Okay, so we got people saying that something about Wales quitting and it's good. Is it? Jolin was about to quit. And if you guys don't know who Jolin is, Jolin has been featured a lot in my videos. He was always one of the first people to E5 a hero, whether they're not light or dark, like Forest, Fortress, and no other player wanted to do that. They wanted someone to test it, like me, and then showcase if it was worth it for them to do it. And someone had to be the one who took the first step, and that was Jolin. So if we lost Jolin, we almost did. We almost freaking did. That would have sucked. Yes, you may not like people who spend a lot of money on mobile games, but they still do help the community and keep the game floating, as well as the free-to-play players, as well as everyone in between. Everyone matters. That's what I'm trying to say here. And we got some more comments about needing more gameplays, more content. And here, same thing. You know, just people are just finding it repetitive. And maybe is it because they are putting all their efforts and resources into their new games? And new heroes are not new content. Some people like Wizmo, who was one of the best team builders in this game, he also quit. It was a sad goodbye. He hit me up on Discord privately, you know, just, and to wrap it up really short, it's sad to see him go, as well as his buddy Tito. They were very good players in terms of maximizing their heroes. And the reason why Wizmo quit is the constant promise for new content, and there hasn't been any yet. And you can say, Zeals, just be patient, but the thing is, they just keep implementing new heroes while they develop new games. It's all about profits, I guess. Do they really love the game as much as we do? I don't know. Their actions are not showing it. But he's just tired of chasing new heroes because the meta is constantly changing, and having a new meta isn't really content, which Wrath also discussed as well, right? And we're still dealing with it. And yes, the mentions about the Valentine's Day events, how it was blatantly pretty much pay to win, and it costs a lot of money, and it's tied into gambling, low RNG, all of that stuff. Yes. And I know, guys, you don't have to spend. I was saying don't have to spend. I didn't. Freaking hell no. And I understand some people that are still watching this right now. If you're still here, man, you're a trooper. And you may be thinking, gosh, nobody's making you spend. But once again, back to what I said originally, people play for different reasons. They want to be competitive. They want to have the shiny things. So I understand all points of view, right? I'm trying to represent the community. I'm not trying to single out someone and say they're stupid or anything like that. I think if the developers and the managers truly love this game, then give this game the love it truly deserves. I love this game. I believe it deserves so much more. I have a list so long that this game needs just these immediate, easy fixes. Other games are doing it. Not only that, they're advertising their game correctly through big content creators, as well as just, I even see AFK Arena billboards in my subway stations. What is going on? I see it when I open Nox Player. That is way better advertising than what I am getting from Idle Heroes. And this new hero, sure, it's gonna hype up the game a little bit, but you can just go to Google Trending and you'll see that this game is not trending right now. It does trend in big events, but it just spikes just write on down right afterwards anyways. Alright, so lastly, let's talk about where my channel is headed. My videos for Idle Heroes, they aren't going anywhere. If I need to cover something, a new hero, a rework, redesign, anything new, I'm going to cover it. Yes, people are quitting, but the amount of new players that are still coming in, it's pretty big. Not only that, but I've been on a lot of these new whales accounts. They have spent 10 to 20,000 US dollars in a month. That is more than these older 3 to 4 year old whales for sure in terms of spending power per month. So I know that the game is attracting new players still, but then is it keeping those that have played more than a day or a week or a month or a year or 3-4 years? It needs to keep them, right? For it to be a long-lasting game. But are they going to ditch for the new games? We'll have to see. But for me, as I said, I'm going to keep making content for Idle Heroes. If there is anything that I want to talk to you guys about or events related, that's not going anywhere. But during the downtime, the content drought, I'm going to be playing other games, trying other things out, streaming as well. Just see what other mobile games or PC games are out there that are less pay to play. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. Let me know down below what you guys thought. If you are new to the channel and you made it this far, let me know down below. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for all your support on Patreon and the YouTube membership. If you want to support me, make sure you join one of those. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video for the new hero as well as the VIP 11 iOS account giveaway. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know it was a long video, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about what is happening. Pretty much the game is going to be okay, but it is bleeding some folks. And if the developers don't do anything about it, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I'm not a developer. I don't own this game. I haven't got a single cent from this game. I don't want a single cent from this game. I just want it to do well because I enjoy the game. I love the game. The way it's being handled and managed, not so much, but we'll see, guys. Anyways, thank you so much. Your boy Zeals out.